folks, welcome to Affiliate Nerd Out Real Talk Friday edition. My guest is always Christen Evans. What's up?
Nada. How are you?
Super. If anybody out there is watching and wants to join us, come on in. DustinHouse.com/join. Come and hang out with us. You got a topic?
Yeah. So I have a client that I am currently offboarding. And it's typically something that I would be really, really bummed out about. And I was at first. And then I realized that it's actually the first major win of the agency, because this is exactly why I set up the agency Spark Partnerships the way I did. Is I wanted to help get brands who either needed to launch their programs or who have severely undermanaged programs kind of get righted, get on the right path. And once they need more resources, they will go to a different agency that has those resources. And so while I'm bummed to lose that business, ultimately I did the job that they hired me to do.
Yeah.
And I spent a year cleaning up the program. I think I cleaned them up of like $80,000 worth of fraud or duplicated transactions, consolidated into one really efficient program, cleaned up, sub networks, and then proceeded to get them placed in some really great publications. And it's a difficult vertical. So ultimately, I'm really proud of the work that my team and I did. And it took me a minute, but I was like, oh, wait, this was the whole point. This was the goal. So yeah. I did it. Yay.
Way to go. I love your lemons and lemonade take on this. This is when it first happened, you came into the chat screaming and pissed off.
But I had to take a minute and realize that, this was the goal. This was ultimately the goal. I don't provide the services that they, need. And, they've been tasked with making it an efficient program. So I understand going where the services are offered. And sucks, but I did hella good with them. So I'm pumped about it. And then my contact at the brand basically confirmed the same thing on Monday. We had our regular touch base, and I, kind of told her, I was like, yeah, at first I was bummed, but it's a win for me. And she's like, no, it absolutely is. You've done an incredible job, and you got us to the point where we need this because we've had so much change and so much shift. Mm-hmm. And Spark Partnerships has supported through that. So yeah, it was just, sucks at first, but now it's awesome.
Excellent work. Well, great to hear. And tough loss, but love the attitude. Great spin. What about your podcast? Who'd you have on this week?
Yeah, I just finished recording with Julia Hochstein. She has been kind of part of the, affiliate managers go round for a long time. She used to work at Groupon with Caroline Kmet. And that's kind of how I know her, but I just had her on, and I mean, we had so many topics we were going to touch on, but we basically ended up talking almost entirely about the relationships in affiliate, and how there has bloggers were the original influencers, which, is a topic I could talk about all day long. And just kind of about building relationships with those partners and all of that. And it was a great conversation. I'm going to have her on again, because we didn't cover a quarter of the things that I had originally listed out for us to cover.
Okay.
But that's how it's a good conversation, is if you just keep going and don't even look at your notes, and you're just yapping, and then you're like, oh God, it's been an hour.
That'll happen. My podcast does that. Some guests it's a struggle to get to 30 minutes. Some are like, wow, I don't have enough time. Let's have them back in a year or something.
Yeah. How about you? Did you have anybody on this week, or who'd you have on this week?
I had a really good conversation with Erica Groden, Get Response.
Okay.
She's affiliate manager. And we did B2B partnership recruitment and got in some tactics and things in that nature. She's a good conversationalist. She's fun. And a couple of no-shows on the podcast of either last minute, just said, "Hey, I can't make it," or
Yeah.
"Can we reschedule?" That's gonna happen, and that's exactly why I don't do it live anymore, because that happened too often. So
And that can get awkward, just kind of sitting there
yeah,
like, so talking to myself, huh?
I can't do it. Like it's not me. It's just I need a partner in a podcast to thrive. I
Yeah.
hate just staring at the screen and trying to talk.
Trying to have a one-sided
It
conversation.
does not work for me
Not
whatsoever.
it. Not it.
Yeah, so that was my favorite person conversation of the week. Um, and I've got something going on with a client. Of course, we don't say names
Right.
of people or things, but this situation is a coaching
Mhm.
client. Founder slash CEO comes to me and says, "Hey, I think my team needs some repair and an audit. Like, can you take a look, do some coaching?" I'm like, "Yeah, you got it. Let's get in there." And then it's mostly junior folks, like,
Mhm.
guys that have anywhere between 0 to 5 years experience as an affiliate manager running this program. And it doesn't, I ran into this concept that I've been very consistent with throughout my career is people that have like 2 to 4 years experience in affiliate have this weird complex of they think they know everything, right?
Everything. Yeah.
Everything.
I've been there. Hi, I've done it.
Yeah,
I've done
I
it.
remember it too. I remember, like, being junior on the marketing team of a company and being like, "I could be CMO, like, just let me put those boots
Literally.
on," like, and I literally knew nothing about what they
And
were
now
going
I'm like,
through.
"Oh god, CMO?" I mean, I'm CEO, but like,
Right,
whoa.
yeah,
They're
but
not smart enough for that.
no, CMO is just way out of range, for my capabilities. But I was thinking about like naming this kind of person like in that career, and you and I kind of bounced some ideas. What did we end up coming up with? Do you
Affiliate
remember?
adolescent.
Affiliate analyst. Good.
I love
Uh,
it. And then what was the other one? The marketing maverick or something for
yeah,
the like for that next level?
that
Yeah.
next level. Yeah. So adolescent is in that 2 to 4 years, and honestly, it's like having a teenager in real life that starts rolling their eyes at all the
100.
things. Right. It's
100.
just in a career path that is maybe 20 years compared to a lifetime of 100 years. It's right in that same scheme of things of like this adolescent affiliate adolescent is just they're going to realize one day that they don't know shit.
So I'm thinking exactly to where I was in that time period. And I was just coming off of my first agency gig and moving on to brand side. 100% affiliate adolescent at that point.
Yeah,
But I mean, that was also just on like the management side. I had previously been on the affiliate side. So like I knew more, but on the management side, I did not. And like, yeah. I was absolutely like a teenager.
yeah, yeah. And then we went with what was it? Maverick? What Maverick? Like
Was it marketing maverick? Let me see if I
marketing or like mid-level Maverick?
mid-level maverick. That's what
Yeah,
it was.
and
It
that's
was
that person that's 4 years plus, like 4 years to 10 years, and
Mhm.
they're just like, "I'm a go-getter. I'm gonna start being a consultant. I'm gonna go out there. I've got enough experience and, like, wet enough to, like, do some damage,
Yeah.
and maybe they'll go out and start killing it. Maybe they don't. Maybe they figure out that their journey is, "Hey, maybe entrepreneurship isn't for me," and I
Which it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody.
no, but it's still good experience regardless.
Yeah. I think everybody should suffer through it a little bit. Kind of like I think everybody should suffer through working in the service industry.
Yeah,
I think everybody needs to work in the service
true.
industry at some point in their life, whether you're a hostess, a busser, a line cook, a bartender. Like, go eat the shit for a minute and then turn around and see how it is.
Yes, agreed. Uh, and along those lines, I had another really good conversation with Tanner Braden this week as well. He's doing his own thing. He's in that marketing maverick zone,
Mhm.
right?
Okay.
But he broke things down even further than I even go, right? He said he made this motion of we need to go to the fundamental level of what is marketing when you get on with a client, and getting back to that level before you even start with like the partner personas. What is it we're trying to accomplish? And it's a step that I don't take back enough as well. And I think it's a very good practice with new clients, and especially trying to learn what the product is first before ever going into that next level.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. I think that when working with clients, you do need to have a much more zoomed out view of like overall where they're going, what's going on with them. Are there rebrands, relaunches coming up? Are they repositioning themselves in some way? Are they going after a certain level of funding? Like literally what are they doing, and what's the overall scope of marketing's overall goals for like basically the entire year. Because if affiliates not in lockstep with that, and I just talked about this a little bit on the podcast, but like if they're not in lockstep with that, it's not going to work as well. And so as much as you're doing kind of a marketing 101, like you also need to do an affiliate 101, regardless of how familiar they might be with affiliate, because everybody approaches it a little bit differently. Um, but this is also why I think that affiliate really needs to be involved with brand side and not just marketing side, because affiliate tells so much of the brand story, and the greater like halo effect of affiliate often impacts brand more than it does marketing, because we fill so many of the different gaps within marketing.
Concur.
I concur, doctor.
Just want to remind everybody, like the AM community that we have, we're approaching 100 members in there. It's free. Come hang out. DustinHouse.com/affiliate. I'll add that into the comment section in this, but it's in its infancy. It's starting. I'm just trying to invite people to come and like engage and have a free thing. And every week I show up into the water cooler, and every week no more than one person shows up.
There's
Right?
only one in the water cooler.
Got 100 members and nobody's coming to this thing.
Sounds like you need some marketing work there, buddy.
I guess I do. I don't know how else to charge less than free to come and hang out.
Fair.
But I'm spending $100 a month just building this community up, and I'm not trying to make money with it, but ultimately I just want to have a safe place for those affiliate adolescents to come and like learn some additional skills if they're into that thing.
Yeah.
So and I don't give it, not every 2 to 4 year in your career is in that capability. Like there's others that are in there that are like eternal learners like me and you, and like we want to learn, and please teach us things. So
constantly, please.
It's not everybody, but it is a weird dynamic that I've seen way too often.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. Well,
what do you got going on this weekend?
Oh, weekend plans, nothing spectacular. Clean the pool.
It's a good thing to do.
Make some improvements to the deck. What about you? You got something going?
Yeah, we're headed down to San Francisco tonight to see a WNBA game. The Dallas Wings are playing at the Valkyrie, so got my Wings gear on. And then we are going to the Balloon Museum tomorrow, and then headed down to Salinas to see family. And then on Sunday, we're going to stop and have brunch in Capitola and stick our toes in the ocean.
Cool.
Yeah.
So is the Balloon Museum in San Francisco?
I'll send you a link. It looks really cool.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, I was getting served ads on Instagram, and I finally looked it up, and I was like, yes, immediately. Yes. It looks so awesome. So yeah, we're gonna go check that out.
Okay. Have you been to Exploratorium in a while?
Yeah, we went last February, I want to say. I love the I could spend all day in there. Like, I am such a child. I love it there.
I remember going as a kid and really loving it, and then they redid everything, and the new place is super cool as well. So
Yeah, we
that's
just one of my good buddies from Florida, he sometimes like one of his company's offices is in San Francisco. So he'll call me and be like, "Hey, I'm in the city." And we're like, "Yes," immediately. So all three of us went down and had lunch with him. And then the four of us went to the Exploratorium. Dexter loved it. He thought it was great. So I think the Balloon Museum is going to be kind of right up that alley. And then Amy Scanlon was just telling me about the Mechanical Museum, which is also apparently really cool.
oh,
Yeah, so
mechanical. Now, I haven't heard of it, but
me neither. She sent me a link, so I'll send that to you.
If Amy's suggesting it, it's it's good.
It's gonna be good.
Amy doesn't have a bad suggestion.
No, that's true. That's absolutely true.
Oh, all right. That's it for us. Thanks for joining me.